god. Okay. This is take 2. This is take fucking 2. My mic wasn't plugged in. Alright. Okay, so. Subject of today's conversation is testosterone production. To keep a long story short and to maintain conciseness. I heard that stat, that freaky ass stat of testosterone has been going down precipitously, like by 1%, just on year since like 1980, and I'm like, well, that's fucked. So I got my physical done recently, and your boy's healthy. Your boy's healthy as fuck. Testosterone is on point, like it's fantastic. So I kind of just wanted to like take it. I'm not on any drugs. I don't take any prescription medications. I don't do any form of TRT. None of that. Just 100% natural living. And I took an inventory and I just wanted to like share a couple of things with anybody that this might help out on how to like I don't know. I can't isolate any one thing, but I can say that these things working in tandem together have helped. Like I would say that they are a positive benefit to that. So like the first one goes without saying, but I'm going to say it because so many people neglect this, and that's your sleep. Average person needs it's like 6 to 8 hours, so 7 plus or minus 1. So I get 6.5 to 7 hours of sleep every night. Like that's what I do. And this one is rough for me. It takes a lot to get my ass off the couch and go to bed. It takes alarms, it takes willpower, but the whole discipline concept is going to kind of tie a bow on this. But I'll get to that. Get your sleep. If you drink, you're going to have to cut that shit off a good few hours before bed. Alcohol messes with your sleep. Stress, obviously. And look, if you have insomnia or something like that, or you have some kind of psychological thing going on, then I just say to get the help that you need. I empathize with those sorts of issues. So the second thing is diet. Now, I understand we all have the things that we like, and food is fuel. It's not enjoy a good bit of sushi on a Friday night. Go out and have an expensive steak cooked by somebody else, something like that. But generally speaking, I'm a 90% is still an A kind of guy. So I still have my haunts and trash that I like. But I eat a lot of meat, like a lot of meat, and a lot of red meat too. Coupled with working out, your body uses the resources, so I don't think you're gonna be disserviced by eating red meat as long as you are actively exercising a lot. Eggs every morning. I have breakfast every day, so but eggs are just an overall healthy food. I don't care what the idiots at the American Heart Association say. Eggs are good for you. So is butter. Like real grass-fed butter. Real butter. Dates are a big I love dates. I absolutely love dates, and honey as well. And those two foods are in some areas considered to be aphrodisiacs, contributing to testosterone production, but other things as well. I love them though. Dates covered in honey. Throw some chocolate in a pitted date. Hell yeah. Garlic. I have multiple bodybuilder friends who attest, who they swear by garlic's ability to raise your testosterone. I don't know how true that is, but I love garlic, so I'm going to go off on a limb and say eat garlic. It's also good for your gut. It's very good for your health writ large. It's good for your heart. It's good for your guts. It's a good thing to add to your diet, especially if you bake it, and smear the paste on like some chicken or some steak or something like that. It's absolutely delicious. You can make a good garlic butter with it too. Supplements, I personally look. I don't think you need supplements if you're eating a whole food, well-rounded diet. Before I move on to supplements, the other thing is eating within your caloric level and actually restricting calories by like 200 on what you might need in a given day. Longevity studies show that eating before feeling full, where you still have some room left, is a big contributor to longevity. Overeating and caloric saturation is actually linked to that. Like, I mean, obviously it's what leads to things like obesity and stuff like that. But lower lifespans, period, when you're just eating more. But on to supplements. Maca root and pine pollen. Maca root is an aphrodisiac. I don't take it. I take it like once or twice a week. Depends. But I think it's a good potent way to start the week, especially if you have control over your what I like to call fuck urge. You're not like, look, if your dick gets hard and now you got to go like stroke it. I can't help you. I don't have that same whatever that is anymore, at least. Pine pollen is a precursor to testosterone. It just holds precursor chemicals to testosterone, so I do recommend this as a supplement. There's been a lot of debate on Fedosia agrestis and Tungut Ali. I think that if you introduce something to the system regularly enough for a prolonged period of time, it integrates into the functionality of that system. So I have taken Fedosia and Tungut for a few years now regularly. Same thing with pine pollen, and so I do think that has some play in the functioning of like how my testosterone works. I don't think it's anything too like extremely significant. Like I said, you can't isolate any one of these things. I just think it's a lot of them working in tandem that have really led to a good result for me. I'm also not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. This is just me saying, hey, like, I got a well-functioning system. I do live in a disciplined fashion, so like here's some things that might work for you if you couple them. A multivitamin is good, just overall. But if you're a weightlifter, if you lift weights a lot, whey protein, I will always say, like, have your shake ready, whey protein. And that's actually the one supplement that I think one ought to take if you are actively weightlifting regularly. If you're eating a whole food, well-rounded diet, you don't need the multivitamin. But whey protein that's more protein, baby. Hashtag gains, Obviously, working out is going to be a big player in your hormone functionality as well as your overall health. Like, just your hormone functionality and your bodily functionality. Dude. You ever have, like, a group text and everybody texted at once? That's always fun. I'm going to turn this off so that doesn't disturb me again. That's irritating. That noise is just irritating. So, your workout routine should be well-rounded, in my opinion. Unless you're an athlete, if you're, like, training for a particular sport, obviously you need to train for that sport. I'm not an athlete. I don't, So I do 3 weightlifting days a week. I do a whole body, upper, lower. So I hit everything twice in a week. It's supported with the days after deadlifts and squats. I'm doing mobility. Like, I have a whole 20, 30 minutes of mobility that I do to make sure that I stay moving right, that I don't get too sore. I go to the sauna once or twice a week, typically after cardio. And I do cardio. Like, I walk my dog damn near every day. About anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depends on what route we take. I have 1 day of high-intensity interval cardio every week. Sometimes 2, but let's face it, usually 1. I'm feeling really froggy if I get 2 days of HIIT cardio in. But, I mean, you want your cardio varied. You want your workouts to be functional to where you're getting strong. You don't need to get huge unless you're a bodybuilder, in which case go for it. It's specialized. But if you're strong, if you don't hurt when you move, if you can bend all the right ways you should be able to bend, and you don't run out of fucking breath going up a flight of stairs or getting out of bed. I mean, hey, these are the things that you want. For non-athletes, for people who are just trying to live a good, healthy life, like, your goal is to actually stay the same as you were yesterday. So that way, at 60, you can be like, I'm still functioning like I did when I was 35. Like, this is great. That's the ideal. Don't neglect any one area. We all, like, dude, I hate cardio. I fucking hate cardio. I hate it. With passion. That's what you have to do. That's what I have to work on the most. If you are like one of those people that you love to ride your bike, but boy howdy, do you hate the gym, your ass needs to get in the gym. You need to lift some weights. Or whatever it is you're avoiding. Whatever you're avoiding, tend to it. It's also, like I said, if you eat, like I eat a lot of red meat. So if you eat a lot of red meat and then sit on your ass, have fun with gout. Really, have fun with that. Humans for thousands of years have eaten red meat. I don't know where these assholes get off saying it's bad if you only eat red meat and you don't do fuck. So that's I mean, exercise is going to be a major element in keeping your body functional. Therefore, the system functional. Therefore, your testosterone production healthy. Kind of switching gears because I realized that it's not just about like calories in, calories out, what you're, how you're moving and shit like that. Being social. You gotta have friends. I mean, we're a social creature. If you're not part of some kind of collective, whether it's hanging out with the people you work with, or it could be your church group, it could be you do charity work, whatever it is, a healthy mind is going to breed a healthy body, and a healthy body will have healthy hormone production. So I'm not saying that doing charity work or something like that is just gonna give you testosterone or something like that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that if you never have any social ties to anyone, your body will begin to waste away. And that's sad. We don't need that. Like, taking care of yourself, in my opinion, working out, I forgot to make this point, but working out and not just working out, but like taking care of yourself so that you are a healthy, functional member of your polity. That's your civic duty. Like, you are acting reprehensibly when you are actively not taking care of yourself and treating yourself like shit. I take a very Athenian view towards one's fitness. So you have to engage in the polity. You have to engage in the public. Even if you're an introvert. I get it. Some days I fucking hate people too. Another part of social elements, and this is going to take something else, but competition in a modern sense. Now I understand, dudes, we can't just be like, hey man, I'm bored. You want to go hit each other in the mouth until one of us falls? Like, we just can't do that anymore. So, video games are a great source of competition, but I mean, you can compete with people at work in a healthy capacity, but competition is surprisingly good for the human mind. You need that, especially the male mind. I can't speak to what it's like to be a woman. I'm not one. So I don't know, but I know that as a man, having competition with your fellows is a good thing. And finally, on the social point, engaging in the polity, being a source of help, being somebody who actively offers themselves to be helpful in a situation. A few months ago, I saw a woman getting a couch out of her van just down the road, and I was like, she was doing it by herself, and I was like, holy shit, man, like, here, like, let me help you out. I helped her take this couch up to the, I wasn't going to go in the house. I'm like, nope, Nope. I got you right up to this point. You gonna figure that one out, sweetheart. Sorry, gotta go. That's how people die. Come to find out that she picked this couch up off the fucking street, and I'm like, well, they got rid of. Oh my god. And the point is I decide I offer to be helpful. When you put yourself in that way, you're saying I can be of help. You're getting people to rely on you, and in turn becoming reliable. And testosterone is the male hormone. Like, part of being a man is helping people. That's just part of it. And you can disagree all you want. There's all this kind of a real man does this talk. Look, not to be in that crowd, but a real man helps people when they're in need. Not saying that you're less of a man if you do. I'm just saying that, you do that. Like, you got to do that. And you are less of a man if you just don't offer your help. You need to help people. That's getting outside of the point. Now we're talking about ethics. I'm not just be helpful. It will help your mind. It will help bring you out of your shell. It will help make you have to exercise some degree of fortitude in the world, which will aid in hormone production at the end of the day. My second to the last point, because my last point is on, I said I was going to tie this back to moderation and discipline, but my second to the last point is being goal-oriented. And why would your body make things that aid you in achieving a goal? Testosterone is a sex hormone. It makes you want to have sex so that you procreate, right? Dopamine is a motivational hormone. Dopamine makes you want to get things done so that way things get done. Like, if you don't have a goal, why would your body produce things to help you get nowhere? It's not going to do anything. So, having some kind of goal. And if you look at your life and you're like, wow, I really don't have a goal. Find out how much you can bench press. Add 50 pounds. Go for that. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. If you make your body able to do more than it can, your body will be like, literally, what the fuck? Hey, turn the factories back on. Get everything going. Apparently we're doing shit again. You'd be surprised, homie. You'd be surprised. So, just have a goal, whatever it may be. And it can't be me. It has to have meaning. Like, I can't say, like, your goal can't be, I'm going to call 7 people today. What does that have to do with fucking anything? Why are you calling it? It has to have some kind of meaning. It has to be embedded in your life in some capacity. So, my last point is the one of discipline, and it's on vices. I don't know what y'all's vices are. Mine, my big one, one of my big ones, is fucking sugar. I love sugary shit. I love cake and cookies and fucking icing, and I love all that shit. All of it. And I gave up added sugar. I decided to give up anything with added sugar. I still eat berries. I still love my dates. I like honey. But when it has added granulated beet sugar or cane sugar in it, I'm like, I can't. No more. And oh my God. It feels amazing. It feels great. Number one, I'm achieving a goal. I'm actually cutting out something that's not good for me. But number two, it's amazing how much better you feel when you don't have that much sugar. It's impressive. Now, one that's never really been a vice for me, I have pretty good control over my alcohol consumption. I have plenty of people close to me that don't. And I have one person that's particularly close in my life who has experienced severe testosterone impediments due to alcohol over a prolonged period of time. And even the doctor was like, yeah, that's how long? Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Every day? Yeah, that'll do it. So I have 1 to 3 drinks a week, and never during the week because alcohol fucks with your sleep. But I have 1 to 3 drinks a week. I have had a piece of cake. I had a piece of wedding cake. And in the last 6 weeks, since I cut out the whole added sugar thing, I had a piece of wedding cake, and one of my best friends, his girlfriend, made some homemade pumpkin bread. And are you really going to say no to homemade pumpkin bread in October? No, you're not. I had a slice. I had 2 slices. So, discipline is not just saying no. It's being able to, in limited fashion, say yes. Right? Some people think that discipline as it pertains to alcohol is regardless of how much you drink, getting up to go to work the next day. That's not discipline. That's keeping a job. Discipline is mid-drink going, oh, shit. Gotta be to bed in like 3 hours. Okay, like, that's more than half here. You can have that, buddy. I'm done. I'm out. It's also going, it's Friday, 5 o'clock. Where's the bourbon? I have been a good boy all week. Where's my Burby? You're allowed, right? So, that's genuinely what I would say to that is the vices talk is really more about discipline. And discipline in your vices leads to discipline in everything else that you do. It's like, what is it? Like, I think the stat that I found was like 40% of Americans are fucking obese. 40% of Americans are obese. That's crazy. That means that 40% of Americans, roughly, it was a Harvard study that estimated, as of 2019, that roughly 40% of Americans are obese. That means 2 out of 5 Americans don't have the discipline to cut calories off for the day. Now, it's very easy to overeat tasty food when you live in the Western world, especially America. I can totally get it. We have the best fucking candy ever. But you have to be able to enjoy it and not let it kill you. So, my overall thing is enjoy things, but know that if you enjoy them, you have to be able to cut them off. And if you want your testosterone to be at a healthy level, live in a healthy manner. It's not fucking rocket science, right? But there are some things that just don't click. And for me, here's the fucked up part for me. When I was 18, I wanted a 6-pack so bad. Like, I wanted it to pop. I had abs, but I had 18-year-old abs, because you're fucking skinny as an 18-year-old. And so I ate whatever the fuck I wanted. And every time people were like, yeah, you just cut carbs down, stop eating a bunch of crap, do some cardio. I was like, fuck you, I'm 18. I can eat whatever the fuck I want. Next point. And now, at 33, I'm like, okay, if I smell a donut, that's 50 calories right there. As an adult, like, when I was in my 20s, it was sleep. Like, I thought as long as I was training and eating right, it's like, oh, sleep, that doesn't matter. How fucking stupid does that sound? That's me that I'm talking about. So, anybody can do some dumb shit. Okay? I'm not an athlete. I'm not a super genius. I'm not special. I'm a guy that happens to be pretty fucking healthy. So this is my gift to give back so that maybe the culture won't constantly be at its lowest and we can start a nice upward swing.